Okay, we are now joined by Vermont, their head coach Elisa Kresge, and also student athletes Kiera Hansen and Anna Olson. We will start with the opening statement from you, Coach.
I think our play today really spoke volumes about our program and where we're at. I couldn't be prouder of this group, just showing so much fight and poise in an incredible environment. I mean, it was outstanding. This is what it's all about. Really just proud, especially of these two next to me and our upperclassmen that played their last game. This is what it's all about. Thankful, really thankful for this opportunity with them. That's the hardest part, is saying goodbye to our upperclassmen and not doing this or having a chance to do this again with them. And for the game, I mean, I felt like we played really good for 3 quarters, and we lost some momentum in the fourth. We made some errors defensively, and of course, NC State, an outstanding team, capitalized off of that and really made that push at the end. But couldn't be prouder of this group and being here representing Vermont with these amazing student athletes.
Thank you, Coach. If you will, please mute your cell phones, and also we'll start now the Q&A with our student athletes. Questions in the room. If you are on Zoom and you have a question, use the raise hand function. We will get to you. Does anyone in the room have a question? Over here to the right. Thank you.
This is for Kiera or Anna. After they went up 18-8, you guys responded with a 10-0 run. Just what were you able to find offensively? How were you able to sort of find the space to get those shots?
Kiera, you start, please.
I think by this point in the season, we know what we do best. So we know if we just put our head down and work, that good things usually come. So we really focus on starting with defense. And I think even if it's like we've been in that position before with a lead like that, so just controlling what we could.
Yeah, I think the mentality, like, we have nothing to lose at this point. Like, if you have an open shot, take it. And I think our shooters did a great job at that, responding when we were down. Like, we could have just let that lead keep, growing and growing, but they didn't. And they really took the open shots, and it was great.
Again, this segment is for our student athletes. Any questions in the room? Yes, over here to the left. Brian?
Brian Pearl, Pride on 24/7 Sports. Like you meant, a very, very raucous environment here in Reynolds Coliseum, but a lot of Catamounts came down, a very vocal away section, and I don't know if you've seen online, a lot of state fans were saying, hey, props to that pep band, they brought the energy. What sort of pride do y'all take in that? Like, hey, our fans came down and represented the Catamounts today.
Anna, start, please.
Yeah, I mean, I love Catamount Country. We have some of the best fans in the country, and for every sport, they show up, they show out, and it's just amazing. It's like they're what make us, like, our program so whole at home games in Patrick. It's like, I think we are so successful there because of our fans. They're so loud, and then they come down here, and it's like you can just hear them chanting UVM, and it's just like, you feel like you're back home. So they're so special to us. So.
Kiera?
Yeah, similar to what Anna said, I think our fans really just make UVM, and it really feels like one big family. I think Vermont may seem like small to other states, but they feel big, a lot bigger than other states, just because their fans are so special and so personal with us. So, yeah.
Question over here to the right. Bob?
Bob Sutton with the Associated Press for both players. By halftime, had your confidence even grown more, and what were you feeling at that point?
Kiera?
Yeah, definitely going to half, we were hyped. We were trying to go in with no doubt, so that really helped our confidence. And at that point, we just wanted to keep doing what we were doing. Yeah, that was a lot of confidence.
Anna?
Yeah, it really showed that we could compete with this team. Where it's kind of like, like we're not down. We're only down 2 points right now. Like, let's go. Let's attack it. We have nothing to lose at this point. And I think we really did bring that mentality. Obviously, we got in a little bit of a rut at the last quarter, but I think we carried our heads high at the end. But it was exciting, felt good.
Let's go to one of the questions on our Zoom. Judith, if you would go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yeah. Like, what worked well for you guys to keep the game close throughout, like, the first 3 quarters and give you guys a shot?
Anna?
I thought we never got too high or too low. I think, like, when we were hitting shots, we weren't celebrating too long. We're running back on defense. Obviously, they're a really good transition offense team. And so, we would make shots and we would get back to get another stop, keep that run going. And our shooters were just taking open shots, which is what we needed. And, I mean, they're doing it with confidence, so they were hitting them. So I think that's really what helped keep us with them.
Kiera?
Yeah, similar to what Anna said, I think we just kept hustling and kept flying in for rebounds. And I think similarly, like, the shooters just didn't hesitate, and we trusted ourselves.
Any more questions in the room? Is there another on Zoom? Oh,
Yeah, can I ask another one?
you may. Judith, go ahead.
Like, how can you build off of this, like, as a program, like, you know, to try to get that kind of win against, like, a top team in a big-time game? Or, like, how, I know, yeah.
Kiera?
Yeah, I think definitely because they were a 2 seed, we have to remind ourselves that we know the work it takes to get there and that we can do it well. I think for the people who were here a few years ago, we also played UConn, who's also very high seed. I think just constantly reminding ourselves that we've definitely taken it to these teams. I mean, we beat Missouri at the beginning of the season, so just reminding ourselves that we can do it if we just put our minds to it.
Anna?
Yeah, I think the culture of the program is at like an all-time high right now, and I think it's just going to keep building. And you know, as we keep building, we're going to start, you know, getting wins out of these type of games. So.
Over here to the left, Brian?
Bouncing off.
Hold it at the middle.
Thought I was. There
There
we
we
go. Yep. Both as upperclassmen, how proud are you to be able to be part of building that culture to where you're able to take these teams down to the wire consistently and build this culture in this program? Be a part of that.
Anna?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything to me. This team and the people, the coaches. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it for any other team. And I think, again, it's only growing. You know, it's not stopping here. It's just going to keep going to higher and higher. And I just can't wait to see where this goes because I think it has a really good foundation.
Kiera?
Yeah, I'm so proud. I don't know Vermont without Anna, so ever since I came here, I've looked up to her and amazing people like Bella Vito and all the other seniors. So I think they've just paved the way for us, and I'm excited to keep it going. I think a big word for us is grit, so that's definitely like something we're going to really continue with our culture.
Any more questions in the room? I do have one for both of you. 20 years down the road, when you think back to this experience, what will you tell people about it? Kiera, we'll start with you.
I'm going to say we didn't go down without swinging, and I think we definitely made some noise, and we're very proud to represent Vermont.
Anna?
Honestly, the same thing. You know, we went in there with mentality like we can win this game, and we came swinging to start. And so I'm just gonna remember, you know, the grit it took to get this far. So.
Congratulations on a great season. Kiera, Anna, you are now excused, and we will resume our press conference with your head coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Now we will continue with Coach Kresge. Questions in the room? I'll lead off. I just asked them 20 years down the road what they would think of it. You 20 years down the road, what will be your impressions of what you just experienced with this group?
I think of this group, and I'll forever think of this group as just amazing women that have continued to grow and been so impressive. They came in as impressive women, don't get me wrong, but where they are now is just incredible. Their confidence, their care for each other, their love for each other. It was the people. Everything they gave, the amount of work they put in for each other has been really, really special. So just who they were for us and who they are is what really made this group so special and this run so special to me.
Over here to the right, Bob.
Your team was able to kind of absorb the first blow from NC State, but not the second one. What was the difference on that one in the third quarter?
Yeah, I think a little bit of size, physicality hurt us, that second punch. Athleticism, some things that we just didn't have an answer for later in the game. I think we gave it all. We left it all on the line, but they had that second gear that we couldn't match at the end of the game, and that was, I think, what changed the game.
Stay over here to the right. Go ahead.
Coach, I guess sort of going off that, how were you guys able to sort of, withstand their first one and start that 10-0 run after the media timeout? Their starting guard shot, by my quick math, and I'm terrible at math, admittedly, 21 of 55 from the field. So how are you sort of able to sort of make up that size gap and keep them to such an inefficient day shooting?
I thought our players did an excellent job staying poised. We talked a lot about they're incredible scorers. They're going to make tough shots. How do we respond? Do we get down? Do we worry about that? Or do we just go next play mentality? So I thought our players really handled it well, staying true to who they were. You can't control that. You can control the next play, the next opportunity. And a credit to our guards. I thought we knew they would hit tough shots, but just making it uncomfortable. And so I think that slowed a little bit of their scoring down, and really just proud of how they responded when it could have been over from the tip. I mean, I thought they did an excellent job staying true to who Vermont is and buying into what we've done all year and why we've gotten to this opportunity.
Stay over here to the right.
Marissa Sisker, Hoopstats. Coach, 2 years ago, you were a 2-15 game and you lost by 43. What are some of the differences you've seen in being able to stay in a game in another tough environment in the same kind of seed pairing?
I think that opportunity has helped us for sure, being in that situation. Going on the road and playing at Indiana, playing at Purdue, we've been on these. We're at this point in our program that we're taking our program on the road in the non-conference or getting these opportunities in postseason that help set the foundation. Anna Olsen knew what to expect going into this game because she's done it for 3 years now against the biggest, best, strongest posts there are out there. Catherine Gilroy running the show for us against UConn. I think all those opportunities that this group has created for us and our administration has allowed us to do has helped us come in with a different mentality in this game, even sitting in a 15 seed against the 2 again.
Questions in the room? Yes.
Coach, players like Anna and Bella, who this was their final game, how much have they meant to this program, and how have they left it in a better place than they found it when they came in?
Whew, this is a tough one. Man, I can't put into words what those 2 have meant to this program. To me, they just epitomize what Vermont is about. Student athletes, 2 of the greatest human beings that have given absolutely everything, has stayed true to Vermont and who they are. They've done it in all areas. You obviously get to enjoy their play, but I've gotten to enjoy so much off the court that they've done for this program. That's the hardest part about this is, saying goodbye to seeing Anna every single day after 5 years, Bella 4 years. I mean, that kid has brought us so much joy. So I can't really put into words right now just how much they mean to where we're at, what they've done for this program. Not only, obviously, again, what you've seen, but the recruiting. I've put them on every recruit. I mean, they're incredible. And they really have helped get Vermont back on the map. So there's just no words to really sum how much they mean to us.
We'll go to a question on Zoom. Judith, go ahead.
Is it fine to ask 2, just to make... but I'll start with 1. How can you keep the foot on the gas in the fourth quarter to, keep the game close so you have a chance at the upset, for, building on for, next year and stuff?
Yeah, I thought we made a couple really defensive lapses that we know better, and I know our players good enough, their heads, and they already know before I'm telling them, and so those are the mistakes that we got to clean up in the fourth quarter. You can't have those mistakes again against a really talented team. They capitalize off of every single one of our defensive lapses in the fourth quarter, and so you just. We'll learn from it. Those that are coming back, they'll remember these opportunities, and how to stay sharp for 40 minutes is going to be key. But, yeah, credit to NC State. They're very talented, and they ran with those opportunities.
Any more questions in the room? All right, Judith, we'll go back to you on Zoom.
Okay. What's, the next step for this program of getting, another win against a really good team and making that statement?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a new roster, and so we're going to get back to work. We're going to stay true to who we are. We're hopefully going to do some things in the non-conference that can help us maybe be a little bit higher than a 15 seed if we get that opportunity to come back here. But we got a lot of work to do in this offseason. We know that league is very talented. Programs are going to be reloading, and there's a lot of players coming back from injuries in our league, and so we'll take it one step at a time and just keep working on getting better and keep building a stronger foundation.
Over here to the left, Brian.
Coach, in the transfer portal era, it's rare to see players stick around 3, 4, 5 years in the same program. What about the culture y'all built at Vermont makes players want to stay and just be able to be a part of that?
Yeah, I really think Vermont is a special place with really, really good people. And I know there's great people everywhere. But it is a unique state. We're the only Division I program in the state. There's a lot of passion behind UVM athletics. Our players after games are mobbed by fans, and it's out of love. There's cookies, you name it. It just feels like a home for all these players. So I just can't credit enough the people that make it so special, and the people they're doing it with, the community, administrators, professors, you name it. Everyone's so bought in, and so when you feel that much love, I think it's hard to walk away from. They know what they got, they know it's special, and they're doing it where people actually care about them. And so I think that's it. Maybe we should have asked Anna why, but I'm not complaining. So.
Any more questions? If not, congratulations on a great year, Coach Greskin.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
your time. If you need the video of this, you can find it on ncaa.veritone.com. Transcripts are all